body that's able to, if they can find you something to do.
I 100% want to fight for the military, but with a broken back, you can't do shit, really.
Oh, you ain't got to fight. There's plenty of other shit. They probably put you on a computer since you're tech savvy.
Oh, believe me, I would gladly try to hack into anything. But let's go and talk about how the tsunami in the Philippines displaced over 12... Typhoon in the Philippines misplaced over 12,000 people.
120,000 people, but yes.
I thought it was only 12,000.
No, 120,000 people have been displaced from it.
Oh, wow, sorry.
It sank 6 vessels, or they ran aground. The storm waters tossed them around. All different kinds of stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it says that it had 99 mile per hour wind gusts. And
I know they said only 13 people was dead so far.
Yeah, and there's 8 missing. 13 dead, 8 missing, and 120,000 people have been displaced.
I don't know how only 8 people are dead. But hey, what do I know?
I mean, you gotta remember that it just happened, so that's probably just all they've counted so far. But it says over 200 families lost their fishing boats, which is really bad because, a country like that, that's one of the big things that they depend on is being able to go out and go fishing.
Yeah.
Especially to support their family or even to eat every day. So, that could be really bad news. Not even just that, but a lot of times stuff like this will, stir up the waters or spook fish or make fishing bad for a couple of days to a week.
Also make stuff go to stink because now different things get moved to different areas where they not the... Just like how you talked about how introducing a new fish into a different ecosystem will cause that fish to die out faster, or cause the new fish to kill everything that used to be in that ecosystem.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a pretty bad thing, and I said a lot of people lost their roofs, their walls, and ceilings.
I mean, the crazy part is about 20 typhoons hit Philippines every year, which is ridiculous. I wonder if that earthquake had anything to do with this.
What, that far away?
Yeah. Well, they do say typhoons come from earthquakes or volcano eruptions. So.
Could be, I guess.
I mean, like you said, we won't know the effect of that earthquake that happened in Alaska for years. But you never know. It could cause the water to rise and make a typhoon happen.
Yeah, very well could. I mean, listen, prayers go out to everybody and their families out there in the Philippines. Hopefully everybody's finds all their family members, and
I hope everybody be safe out there too, because I heard over 200 families are stranded at the moment, and over 1,800 cargo truck drivers, workers, and passengers are stranded in a port with Coast Guard trying to come pick them up. So everybody be safe. Don't push. Don't make the situation worse, because you could easily sink a ship by overloading the ship with people.
Yeah, it says they have 75,000 people that are taking shelter in evacuation centers, and the rest are taking cover in relatives' homes and stuff like that.
Which would be crazy, because you got to think about it. Evacuation centers are good, but you would never plan to have 75,000 people there, and you don't know how long would this be there.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially because, something with those high wind speeds and a country like that, there's still a lot of people that live off the land. I'm not going to say poor. This is more they live off the land, so their houses aren't structurally as sound as...
I mean, let's just say it like it is. A lot of houses have metal roofs, so they easily fly away.
It's not even metal. A lot of them are actually straw and stuff like that.
Stuff I was reading, a lot of these was like huts that have metal roofs, and pretty much, of course, with wind that strong, the metal roofs are flying away.
Yeah, I mean, they fly away even on good stuff. I mean, I know they do have some newer stuff out that can withstand stronger winds, but you got to have the base to build it on.
Yeah.
So,
my prayers go out to Philippines, and hopefully, I understand some people are going to come up missing and stuff going to happen, but hopefully they can regroup from this, and hopefully everything will come back how it was, because I understand when you think about the families who put all their money into this one boat, And it's been a family for like generations, and now that boat pretty much sunk.
Yeah, that would be a horrible thing to have happen because, a lot of countries like that don't have insurance and everything like that.
Insurance.
So. Well, that's what I'm saying. At least in the U.S., most people that have a boat have insurance.
Yeah.
So if something happens to your boat, you're just like, whatever, they'll buy me a new one.
Yeah.
There, that's probably not the case as much unless you're really wealthy. So, that could be a very bad thing.
Yeah, prayers go out to Philippines. Well, let's talk about the funny news of the day.
I'm not going to say funny. I'm going to say the smartest man alive.
I want to say funny because the way McDonald's tried to make it seem like it was a great thing that this happened. And it's just really show how stupid McDonald's is. Yes. Want to introduce it?
Yeah, so there was a guy in Germany, right? Decided that he was tired of McDonald's ice cream machines always going down. So as a joke, he decided he was going to create an app. And basically it tests out, basically places an order online. And whenever it goes to do the ice cream, if it tells it that it's got, or if it won't let it actually try to purchase it, then it knows to add it to the website is their ice cream machine is down. So, and apparently, it's been such a huge hit that the website's already went down a couple of times, and they were talking about not even being able to come back, or not being able to come back, but not being able to update as fast because of it.
They have over 500,000 people who come visit the site. The only thing I'm thinking about is how much money he make from ads from people going to the site.
Well, that's what I was saying. Even just as a joke, this is going to be one seriously good thing for him to make money on. So,
and also, let's lose common sense. If he doing this, I thought it was funny how McDonald's was like, "Oh, this shows us how much people really love our ice cream," but it just showed that your machine is always broke. So, do people really love it, or people just making fun of you for always having a broken machine?
Yeah, I know I've seen I don't want to say documentaries, but short films on YouTube where people basically come in and investigate it, and here they come to find out that it's really just because the employees hate cleaning it.
That makes sense too, depending on what time it is.
Yeah, but it's like I said before, I don't know if it was actually on this or not, but you think about the amount of money that they lose not serving ice cream. You really can't afford an extra ice cream machine.
I figured ice cream don't cost that much to make, so
it doesn't.
So anything you do is all profit, really. Now I understand from a certain time and a certain time you don't want to make ice cream, but throughout the busiest part of the day, you should make ice cream all day.
Well, again, like I said, they could have more than one ice cream machine, and then whenever one's down getting cleaned, then they still have one that's up and running.
That's too much money that McDonald's would have to invest in every store.
It wouldn't even be them, because technically it would have to be the franchise owner.
Oh, well.
And again, like I said, you think about all the times they tell you no on ice cream, and you actually make good money back on ice cream.
I never bought the ice cream from McDonald's. I'm really not an ice cream fan.
The only thing I ever really bought was, ice cream sundaes.
Oh.
And that's usually to share with my dog.
Okay.
I don't literally share it. I just give it to my dog.
Okay. Dairy Queen. You one of the dog people who let them lick you in the face and eat your food. Then you eat right behind them, ain't it?
No.
I've seen it. Don't let Max lie to you.
I've never done that. You've never seen it?
I've seen it, guys. It will be on our TikTok soon.
You'll be on TikTok soon here in a little bit.
Shut up. But let's talk about how, I like the idea of having two ice cream machines, but I don't think it's going to ever happen. I feel like McDonald's just going to keep making fun of this thing. Look how much I never heard of somebody say, look how much somebody like our thing because they make fun of our thing, pretty much.
You know how pissed I'm going to be if somebody from McDonald's listens to our podcast and goes, damn, that's a great idea. And then they do this, just so you know, I will teabag you. Bitch, you better pay me. You better at least give us some advertising money if you're going to steal my idea. That's all I'm saying.
They're going to say, we already had this idea. We was already making this plan.
Shit, they could have been doing this for years. That's what I'm saying.
They could be already in a couple of stores that's got two ice cream machines and people just don't want to say it.
I mean, say for instance, okay, an ice cream machine typically costs about $6,000 for like a top of the line ice cream machine that they would use.
I never knew that, but yeah.
And you think that probably in a month's time, they probably tell 6,000 people that their ice cream machine is down.
Not to mention, not even if it's like 1,000 people. With them people have kids, kids gonna order a hell of ice cream.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy. Like, they would easily pay for the machine, if not like a week or two, just by not having it up and running all day long.
Well, this is. Let's see. In next year, once it's COVID over, how would they attack this broken ice cream thing?
They won't.
I mean, I feel like they're gonna try to fix it more because after a while, it's fun at first the rail site, but after a while, I'm like, yeah, your ice cream machine. Because I think they said they were gonna. It was something they were going to do to fix the ice cream machine earlier this year, but they still wasn't fixed.
I mean, there's nothing they can do. It has to have a cleaning cycle.
I know that. That's why I say, like, do they say only a certain time where you can eat ice cream?
I mean, I've never heard of that. I just know that they pretty much just ignore this shit.
I mean, I would just certain restaurants like, hey, this is the only time you can eat breakfast, or this is the only time you can eat lunch. So will this be the only time that you can eat ice cream? And just right before the night shift person leave and the overnight people come, all right, we're going to close it down so that this person can clean it.
Yeah, I don't know. They could. I mean, well, just like remember I was telling you about the McDonald's that I was going to, and like apparently now they have like certain nighttime menus and you can't order off of the dollar menu or anything like that. You literally have to order one of their combos, and that's
that must
it.
be a Colorado thing because in Savannah you still could eat just about everything.
I mean, I don't know if it's everyone, but the one I went to, they were like, oh, you have to order a combo?
Oh, that's stupid.
And I was just like, well, I don't want anything then. And I haven't been back since. I literally have not eaten McDonald's in probably over a month or two because of that.
That's good. McDonald's is bad for you.
I know, but that really pissed me off.
Understandable. Well, let's talk about our last topic of the day.
Something that probably really pissed you off.
The Falcons lost again. Taking our season. We don't want to talk about the record. But from this loss, we could have won this game. All we had to do was sit on the ball and kick a field goal. But instead, Tom Gurley didn't think about it and fell down inside the touchdown. Not even like really fell down, but he was right there on the line, and he barely passed the line. Scored a touchdown. Our defense sucks. And literally they came all the way down there and scored a touchdown to win the game.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. Like, I don't know. I read his story, and I was listening to him, and not listening to him, but I read it, and he was saying, oh, I tried to stop, but, like, I watched the video. To me, it did not look like he really tried to stop.
I think what happened was he thought, like, he was going to score, and he was like, yes, I'm about to score. And he thought about, like, why is it so easy to score? And he's like, oh, I should fall down. And instead of falling down, he went, by the time he started thinking of that, he pretty much fell down over the touchdown.
Yeah, 'cause he was like, oh, I was trying to take a knee at the one. And I was like, I watched that, man. Like, you weren't trying nothing. You were legit about to go in, and, it's just like Phantom just said. He was just like, oh, shit, I'm not supposed to do that at the last second.
And let's talk about how the Cowboy fans out there, Cowboys lost. Womp, womp, womp. Andy Dalton got put on concussion protocol, so now they're starting a rookie. So who knows? Maybe they're doing tank for Trevor. Then we have Steelers is the only undefeated team with 6-0, who just beat the Tennessee Titans. And last night, Russell Wilson threw 3 interceptions to lose to the Arizona Cardinals in OT. Well, this is some news for our, sports session. Certain people on the Twitter talked about how we don't ever talk about sports, but we're not really a sport podcast, but we would talk about it a little bit, the interesting things.
Yeah, the interesting things that happen. Mostly because I have no idea about anything of sports, but I'm trying over here. Slowly learning.
And the Dodgers are 3-2 against the Tampa Bay Rays. So one more game and the Dodgers win the World Series. So this be all for today. Everybody go follow our social medias. Next month we have a little surprise for giveaways for everybody who follow 2 of our accounts on Twitter, Instagram, or subscribe to our YouTube. But we're going to talk more about that next month.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening, and have a good night.
All right, everybody have a good night.